Welcome to back to my Verdant Path video walkthrough. In this video, we'll cover the Stand Strong at Shambhala battle. I'm going to skip that cutscene because it's not relevant. You didn't think it would be that easy after you took down the Empire, did you? Well, you've still got this battle to finish. Let's just wait for the loading screen. And we're through in this very futuristic looking map. First things first, I'm just going to configure my units a little so that everyone's properly paired. Now if you take a look at the map, you'll have your units, or I should use conditions. You'll have your units placed in 4 corners of the map. So every corner will have 3 units for a total of 12. Now that that's out of the way, let's begin the fight. You'll get to see more of the map later. Your victory conditions: defeat the enemy commander. Your defeat conditions: all units fall in battle. The typical.
Thousands of you here. Now is the time. Hey,
Demonic.
initiate.
Now, I need to point out a few things on this map. First, the tightness. They are basically monsters, but they have incredible range given that they have an attack called the Giant Qatar, whatever it is. It says they only have a 1 to 2 range, but that's still quite a bit of distance that they can hit you from the map because this is a long-ranged attack. It's not as accurate, but be aware when you're positioning your weak units, they can and will hit you. Next up is their defenses. They've got the typical barrier, just 50% damage reduction, but they have Pavis and Aegis abilities. So what that is Pavis will reduce sword, lance, axe, and brawling damage in half. Aegis will reduce bow and magic damage in half. Now obviously this won't happen every single time. The percentage chance for it to trigger will be based on the dexterity stat, as you can see. And unfortunately, the tightness have a dexterity of 29, meaning it's going to kick in quite often. And you will have to fight your way past a few of these. Now, if you look around the map, you will start wondering, hey, where the heck is this enemy commander? Because they will always be signified by a yellow badge. Now, here's the thing. The enemy is in here, but you have to access this place, I guess you could call it like a temple of sorts, through this door. And that requires a door key unless you've got an assassin. Thankfully, this guy, Chillon, strong as he is at level 41, has a door key. Once you get in, you'll meet the commander, who is Talas in this situation. Expect there will be a few other units in here as well. But anyways, let's actually begin this fight because we're taking too long. Now, there are 2 ways you can get to Talas. You can beat your way past these door guardians, because they have door keys. You need to open other doors and other doors, which will eventually get you to the central area. There's one on the west and east side. Or you can go down a ramp. No, that's not really me being sarcastic. That's an actual thing. There are stair tiles, so mounted units will still have trouble. But some of your units, specifically in the upper right and lower left corner, have access to a ramp that they can use to go down to the front of this, let's just call it a temple. Now, because I've already spent too much time explaining that concept, I'm just going to go straight into the combat.
Steady now. At the ready.
Actually gonna have Ignatz try and engage. Oh, he got a crit in. Lucky me. It's pretty important that you take down these Titanesses. They are quite possibly your biggest obstacle on this map to getting to Talus.
More fighting. Shall we? My orders?
Alternatively, and you're going to see that I use this strategy, you can have Lysithea warp. A powerful character. If they can survive the onslaught in the center, they'll be able to defeat Chillon, break through that door, and kill Talus. Simple. Well, not really, actually.
Ready when you are.
There's something else that I'll bring up shortly. Let's just have everybody finish up their turn.
Let's make this quick.
This can I do.
So the Titaness units will start fighting. You can see what I mean by their ranged attacks. They're pretty strong. And they will always try to hit you from a range. They know how stupid it is to fight you up close and personal.
Now there's a way forward.
But as I mentioned before, taking down a Titaness is really the same as taking down any other monster. He failed to take them down. Well, that was within expectation, sadly. Take him down. I'll leave that
We're all desperate, aren't we?
to Claude.
I've gotten
But yeah, a Titaness is really only dangerous because they have range. Otherwise, they're really not anything to worry about.
tolerate no obstacle.
If you don't stupidly advance all at once. Now, here's what I'm going to show you with Lysithea. But before I do that, these are Viscam. They are powerful towers that cannot be damaged, but will act like artillery. They'll basically fire orbs that you can't stop. Normally, there'd be a switch on the map that would allow you to stop them, but there isn't one, or at least not easily accessible. But for the purposes of this walkthrough, I'm not really going to take too much of your time. I'm really just going to warp Byleth to get to Talus so you can see him pretty much without having to fuss over much of the details. So that's one down.
Child's play.
And that's another Titaness down. Now then, have Hilda smash that archer to bits. Hold position. Dorothea can now take him out. Take this guy out with some thunder.
Another.
Get me a door key, which will allow Leonie to start attacking. But I won't be too worried. You'll see what I mean. The Viscam are just basically towers. They're not doing much to Byleth because he's over-leveled and overpowered. But as you might have guessed, don't take the units in this map lightly. They're still really strong. And the Viscam, against people who are not prepared, will be a decimating force.
I must lead them well.
Alternatively, what you can do as a strategy is distract units or distract the Viscam, I mean, by bringing lots of your units into the center. Now notice that once I've activated that door, there we go, there's Talas. The guy who's behind those who slither in the dark. He's got powerful dark magic. His magic isn't too strong though, but really you don't want to push it. He's got Quake, which will hit everyone on the battlefield except anyone who flies, which is okay because I've got 2, but that's not everybody. And he's backed by 2 Dark Bishops, a War Master, and a Mortal Savant to the side, flanked by another Dark Bishop. So be aware of that. There's still a fight to be had once you've made it in.
I'm not dying here.
Now I think I will just try and distract the Viscam.
Fighting wears me out. It's done.
Take out this guy so he doesn't become a problem in the future.
Straight.
That's another one.
I shall not stray. For now.
The Viscam will move, but they'll target other units. That's Talas using Earthquake.
Have to be clever.
And it is pretty strong. He'll only use Earthquake once you've revealed him, though. He won't use it out of nowhere. As you can see, it's weakened a lot of enemies. I mean, a lot of your units. Which is why it's helpful to defeat all those units before you start fighting. But in this case, I knew that everyone would be alright, so I did nothing.
I'll try. Can't afford to slack off.
Hills is gonna bow out for a minute. Be healed by Marianne. Raphael will open another door. Notice that if you want, even if you wanted to attack the Viscam, despite the fact that they have got a health bar of sorts, they're not actually targetable.
Another victory.
Be smart or I'm finished. Nice try.
Viscam are firing again.
Let's try something.
Now reinforcements will appear after a while. But that being said, nothing you haven't seen before. Go get her a heal.
There's no
It won't.
We'll just need to take out that War Master. So now I can kill Talas.
shall we?
And just for humor's sake, let's have Lysithea take out that Titanus from afar. That's really all I need. Viscam will fire again, but I just need to get into range. And now, Byleth, my superpowered character, will be able to take down
So
Talas
you have time.
without a problem. That is the Stand Strong at Shambhala walkthrough completed. Really, this mission is all about taking your time while slowly progressing to the center of the map. Remember that the center, shall I say, fortress or church area needs a door key in order to reveal itself, and once you've opened it, you will be able to reach Talas. The Titanus units should be taken down like regular monsters, but otherwise there's nothing really different on this map that you've never seen before apart from the layout. So just keep progressing, be careful, but also keep an eye on who has the door key so you can open up the doors and get to Talas. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw, please do subscribe. There will be more videos like this in the future. Otherwise, again, I'd like to say thank you for watching this video, and I will see you at my next and final Verdant win video for Fire Emblem 3 Houses.